I don't know where the time has gone this year, but we are now arriving into the month of July. We are now entering a month with a lot of big video game releases, and quite a few of these games are also coming to Xbox Game Pass on day one. Today, I'll be covering the 10 best new Xbox and Game Pass games to play in July 2024. My name is Fletcher, this is Xbox Nation. Subscribe for more Xbox content every single week, and let's dive right in. Arriving first on the 2nd of July, we have the next huge expansion in the massively popular MMO, Final Fantasy XIV Online. Final Fantasy XIV Online has offered players immense satisfaction from fresh raids, classes and species to embrace, and plenty of gorgeous locales to dash, fight and screenshot their way across. Dawntrail is the biggest expansion by a long way so far, and I reckon it's the grandest reward that long-time players could have asked for. Immediately, something is fresh about Dawntrail, and it's obvious at this stage that the visuals for this game have improved over the decade of service. But as Tural introduces vibrant blues and greens of stretching oceans and swaying trees, it's safe to say that Final Fantasy XIV has truly never looked better. It's not often you see a shooter being touted as an RPG experience, and yet that's what we're getting in the First Descendant. The game is a mix of shooter and RPG styles to create a fresh and fun experience that you can play with your friends. The game's plot focuses on you and others defending a continent from an invasion. The more missions you do, and ultimately the stronger that you will become. Obviously, the deeper that you go into this game, the more truths you'll learn about who you are and ultimately what it means to be a descendant. With loads of options you can give your character, you'll never be out of ways to customize your playstyle, so we cannot wait to jump into this new experience. One awesome game coming to Xbox and is launching day one onto Game Pass on the 16th of July is Magical Delicacy. In Magical Delicacy, players will take on the role of a witch named Flora, who will cook meals and brew potions for the great people of Grat. The game adds Metroidvania elements by making it so players are free to explore the town, but ultimately have to acquire new abilities to reach certain places. Mixing the cooking and cozy genres with Metroidvania elements is certainly an interesting move, and it will be interesting to see if it pays off once the game launches on July 16th. Now, an interesting game that seemed to have appeared out of nowhere is Nobody Wants to Die. This game is an innovative experience taking place in a futuristic New York City, inspired by neo-noir films, offering a distinctly visual aesthetic and intriguing plot. Playing as Detective James Kara, you will investigate crime scenes using time manipulation and advanced technology to uncover clues and unmask the killer in an era where death is a thing of the past. Utilizing the power of Unreal Engine 5, it looks to have pushed the boundaries of storytelling, combining realistic cinema graphics and a distinctly unique narrative experience to deliver a non-stop immersive story to the player in their inaugural creation. Players looking forward to getting their hands on Dungeons of Hinterberg don't have to wait too long, as Curve Games is releasing the game on Xbox consoles and day one onto Game Pass on the 18th of July. This is a unique action RPG and social sim set in the Austrian Alps, and has an awesome unique art style which you certainly don't see in this genre very often. You will battle monstrous creatures from alpine myths, explore many cold dungeons, and ultimately feel the warmth of friendship. Playing as Louisa, you'll become a master slayer by wielding your sword and magic, whilst also mastering your snowboard skills, which you can conjure out of thin air. This is one game high on my own personal list, as there are many previews out there, and each one of these look incredibly amazing. Before we dive into the remaining games, please do consider subscribing for more Xbox content every single day. 88% of you have not subscribed to this fast-growing Xbox channel, and I would love to see you come along this Xbox journey with us. Also, let me know in the comments below what you are currently playing on Xbox Game Pass and what you're looking forward to this July. Thank you again for your continued support on the channel. Make sure you hit that like button, and let's dive into the remaining games for this July. Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn comes from the developer A44, which previously developed the incredibly well-received open-world action RPG known as Ashen. This game will put players in the role of Nor, who wields a mix of guns and magic in a conflict wherein balance is the fate of humanity. Nor will also have an animal companion by their side, helping them in unique ways. Given the quality of Ashen, expectations will be very high for Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn when it comes out on launch. Judging by the game's most recent trailer, it looks to be moving closer to From Software's RPGs, leaving behind cell shading for a higher fidelity presentation. The Souls-like gameplay and atmosphere certainly appear to be returning too, which is a great high expectation for many fans of this genre. Can you keep up with all of these Xbox Game Pass games at the moment? Well, we do have another one to share, and it's Annapurna Interactive's Flock, and it is coming to Xbox consoles and the service on the 16th of July. This one's been earmarked for Game Pass for quite some time, and it takes the form of a multiplayer co-op experience in which you'll recruit flying creatures to your flock while exploring beautiful landscapes either alone or with a friend. Flock joins the already excellent indie co-op genre and is dedicated to showing you the joy of flight, allowing players to collect adorable flying creatures. It looks great and I cannot wait to try it out, and it looks like another indie gem on Xbox. It's definitely shaping up to be an already stacked month, but EA Sports College Football is shaping up to be something special. The game has been in development for eons and is due out in a matter of weeks, and is poised to be the best American football game in ages, with some truly awesome gameplay improvements that we hope make the transition to Madden. Some of the headline mechanics include a wear and tear system, which will force you to manage the fitness, fatigue, and health of your players as they take hits and make mistakes. All of this will be accompanied by some groundbreaking presentation, which captures all the pomp and ceremony of the college game. It comes to the Xbox Series X and S on the 19th of July this year. Capcom has confirmed that Kunitsu-Gami Path of the Goddess, the brand new hack and slash game, will be debuting on Xbox consoles and Game Pass on the 19th of July. Kunitsu-Gami Path of the Goddess is an action strategy game that takes place in a unique Japanese-inspired setting. The game occurs in Mount Kafuku, a tranquil mountain where the ancient goddess resides. One day, a mysterious black substance suddenly appears out of nowhere and quickly spreads throughout this mountain. This substance is incredibly dangerous as it corrupts the environment into nightmarish wastelands and mutates the villagers into vile monsters called the Seethe. It looks great from what we have seen so far and seems to have some incredibly deep gameplay systems, so we can't wait to get our hands on it this July. F1 Manager 2024 promises to bring the adrenaline-raising fun of Formula 1 to the sim and management world. There are plenty of new features planned to keep things fresh, with an increased focus on realism of the franchise. Recently, we had even more news about the upcoming game, and it looks to continue pushing forward on all fronts that many fans have been asking for. The creative team feature in F1 Manager 24 ensures players can craft the perfect team to work together, whether the goal is just to qualify for each race or to come out on top. There is also a host of vehicle customization options that players can spend hours tinkering with. I think many of you will love this new entry, as it's a huge step up from last year's and it's out incredibly soon. What game are you looking forward to this July? Let me know in the comments below. Drop a like if you enjoyed and hit that subscribe button for more Xbox content every single week. A big shout out to our members of the channel, and you can also join with some awesome perks down below. Whilst you're here, why don't you check out the 20 best FPS games that you can play on Xbox Game Pass this 2024.